I'll sustain the objection to hearsay.
All right. Before you spoke with Josh Drew in the other room, what, if anything, had been said about what Mr. Depp did the night before?
Objection to the extent it calls for hearsay, Your Honor.
All right, be a hearsay objection. I'll sustain that objection. Next question.
I'm asking what, if anything?
That was still solicit hearsay.
Objection leading.
Sustain.
What, if any reason do you believe that Mr. Depp did this?
Objection
That was not, what, if any?
What's the
leading.
objection? No, I'll overrule that objection.
Thank you.
Objection leading, Your Honor.
I can ask it differently. And what, if any,
Objection leading.
what, if any, and what, if any, what, if any role can, what, if any role could, what, if any role does, what, if any role, and what, if anything, does the term love bomb mean? And what, if any effect, what, if any role does emotional attachment, what, if any role does hope, what, if any role does destroying property? And what, if any role does leaving threatening messages? What, if any role does low self-esteem play?
Objection compound.
Sustain.
What, if any, what, if anything, what, if any agreement, and that's my next question here, what, if anything did Dr. Cowan, and what, if anything, did Dr. Bonnie Jacobs?
Leading.
Sustained.
What, if any, psychological abuse? What, if any, sorry, I'm going to have to go a little bit further here. So, what, if any, diagnoses, what, if any, and what, if any diagnosis?
All right,
I think
I'll sustain the objection. Next question.
Okay. What, if any,
Objection, Your Honor. Leading.
Sustain the objection.
what, if any, significance? What, if any, and what, if anything, what, if anything, did you buy Mr. Depp any knives during that time period?
Objection leading.
Sustained.
What, if any, what, if anything, did you do with respect to knives during the time period you were with him in the Lone Ranger?
Objection leading.
What, if anything?
Overruled.
What, if anything, did Mr. Depp do with respect to a horse?
Objection leading.
What, if anything?
Overruled.
And what, if anything, did Mr. Depp, what, if any gifts, what, if anything, so what, if anything did you do to help Johnny with his boots? And what, if any, forgive me for asking this, but I need to just make sure the record's clear. You were penetrated up the vagina into the pubic bone, is that correct?
Objection, Your Honor. Leading.
Sustained.
What, if any, penetration was there in your vagina? With the bottle. I'm so sorry. I am so sorry. What, if any, communication? What, if any, if you can look to the back here where I've got I'm making some, what, if anything, is that back there?
I'll sustain as leading.
What, if any, drinks? What, if any, food? What, if anything, do you recall? What, if anything, do you recall?
In blood and paint, sorry.
I'm sorry. What, if anything, do you recall of any lampshades being written on?
Objection, Your Honor. Leading.
Sustained.
What, if anything?
Objection, Your Honor. Leading.
I said, was that dark colors before?
I'll sustain the objection.
What, if any, change was there on that canvas?
Objection leading.
What, if any, changes were there to that picture? What, if any?
Sustained.
What, if any? What, if any? What, if anything? Okay. What, if anything? What, if anything? What, if any?
Objection leading.
Sustained.
I'm sorry. What, if anything? What,
Calls
if
for
any?
speculation.
I didn't even get the words
Overruled
out.
at this point. Next, your question. Go ahead.
Okay. What, if any? What, if any? What, if any? Bruising did you sustain in that area?
Objection leading.
What, if any?
I'll sustain the objection.
Okay.
It's.
What, if any, bruising did you sustain?
Same objection.
I'll sustain the objection.
Did you what injuries did you have? What, if anything? What, if any?
Objection leading.
What if anything, now, what if any discussions, what if anything, what if anything, now, what if anything, what if anything, what if anything, what if any issues did Boo have with bathroom problems, if you will? What if anything, and what if any, and what if any contact, and what if anything, what if any outbursts of anger and rage, what if anything, and then what if anything, what if any knowledge did you have, and what if any warning?
Objection, Your Honor, lack of foundation.
All right, I'll sustain the objection. Next question.
And do you, what if anything, and what if anything did you do while you were at the courthouse? And what if anything? that you
Objection, Your
launched?
Honor, hearsay, lack of foundation.
What if any discussion, what if any, and what if any,
It's leading. It is leading question, though. I'll sustain the objection as to leading.
what if anything did you do, and what if any role, what if any role, and what if anything,
All right, I'll sustain the objection.
what if anything, what if any ill will, what if anything?
It's leading. It's sustained. Next question.
Okay. What if anything,
All right, I'll sustain the objection as to hearsay.
okay. What if any, you were asked if you had, it was suggested that you had not produced this in discovery. Is that true or false?
Objection, Your Honor, leading.
Your Honor,
and-
she absolutely did that.
It's leading. It is leading question, though. I'll sustain the objection as to leading.
What if anything, and what if anything, and what if anything, what if anything, what if anything, and what if any leverage, what if any effort?
Objection, Your Honor, hearsay.
I'm not asking her to tell what they said.
Yeah, I'll sustain the objection.
What if any,
Objection, Your Honor, leading.
all right, what if any,
Sustained.
all right, who did you tell about the abuse during the time it was happening?
Objection, Your Honor,
That's
leading
not offered to, it's.
and hearsay.
Sustained.
Your Honor, it's prior consistent statements.
It's
They've
leading.
raised
It's
it.
sustained. Next question.
Okay. What if anything,
Objection, leading.
Sustained.
what if anything was Mr. Depp doing that would have led you to believe he was hallucinating?
Same objection.
Sustained. Sustained.
What if any difficulty do you have breathing?
Objection, leading. Leading.
Your Honor, I'm entitled to
Sustained.
go into what Ms. Vasquez asked.
The objection is leading. I'll sustain the objection.
Okay. Did you report, what if anything did you report?
Sustain as to leading. Okay.
What if anything do you recall? What if any motivation would you have? What if any role, what if anything do you recall? What if anything do you recall? What if anything? And do you recall? I'm trying. What, if anything? What if anything? What if any observations? What if any observations? What if any observations? What if any observations? What if anything? And what if anything? What if any observations? What if anything do you recall? What if any discussion? What if any communications? What if any? What if anything? What if any similarity? What if any? What if any plans was there? What if any? What if any? What if anything?
Cause for speculation, lack of foundation.
All right. It's the foundation, if you want to lay
Okay.
foundation.
What if any changes? What if any changes? What if any Amber's clothing?
Objection, Your Honor. Leading.
What if any observations did she make about?
I'll sustain the objection.
What if any observations did you make about Mr. Depp's? What if any? What if any observations did you make? What if any observations did you make? What if any observations did you make? What if any, and what if anything did you do? Did you ask her? What if anything did you do? What if any involvement? What if anything did you observe? What if anything did you observe? What if any observations? What if any benefit? Now, we've seen Mr. Depp during this trial doodling and eating candy. What if any evidence would that suggest that he has narcissistic traits?
Objection, Your Honor.
What if any? What if any evidence was there? What if any evidence did you find?
Objection, leading.
What if any?
Overruled.
And what if any? And what if any?
Objection, Your Honor, non-responsive.
That's not non-responsive. I said, what if anything did she find?
Sustained.
Then I'm going to ask you, what if anything? I think you can testify to that.
I'll sustain the objection. Next question.
What, if anything, did Dr. Banks report, not saying what the ultimate conclusion was, what, if anything, did Dr. Banks say about what was reported to her by? That's my.
You can rely on hearsay, but you just can't state the hearsay. So you can rely on it.
All right. What, if anything, what, if any differences are there? What, if anything, what, if any, what, if any, anything, what, if any, what, if any, but what, if any effect? What if any, what if anything would, what if any, what if any, what if any, require, what if any, what if any, what if any, and what if any, what if anything, so what if any, we're all marked confidential?
Objection, leading.
And
I'll sustain.
okay, what if any labeling, what if any,
Sustain the objection. Next question.
okay. What if anything, if you look at the painted canvases on this one, what if any evidence, and what if any evidence does this correlate with behavior indicative of? Dr. Spiegel, if you can answer the question, what if any evidence, what if any indication does this have?
Probably could see how I could.
Objection, speculation, no foundation.
What if any correlation, what if any evidence does this indicate correlative with, what if any, and what if anything did Mr. Depp do with respect to showing up for a press conference in Japan? What if any communication? What if any observations? What if any service? And what if any service? What if any? And what if any? What if any? What if anything? What if any? What if any indications? What if any? What if any? What if any? The defecation. What if any? What if any? What if any others?
Sustain.
All right. What if any? What if anything? What if any impact? And what if any? Based on your analysis, what if any? What if any effect? No. What if any? What if anything?
Well, sustain as to hearsay. Next question.
So, what if any assurances did Mr. Momoa and Mr. Wan give Amber that she would be an Aquaman 2?
Objection, hearsay.
Sustained.
What if any? What if anything? What if anything? And what if anything? No. What if any? What if any other actors in Aquaman? What if anything happened? And what if any? And what if any? And what if any? What if any comparisons? What if any losses?
Objection, leading.
Sustained.
Okay. What if any?
Yes.
Objection, leading.
And what if any connection did they have? What if anything? What if any? What if any knowledge do you have of whether Disney is willing to pay Mr. Depp $300 million and 1 million alpacas?
Objection, no
star?
foundation.
I'm asking her what if anything. What if anything?
I'll sustain the objection. Next question.
Okay. What if any? What if any? What if any? What if any? What if any evidence? What if any? And what if any? What if any evidence? What if any? What if any? All right. What if anything? What if any? And do you? What if anything did you produce to the plaintiff in connection with your consultation with an ENT specialist relating to your nose.
Objection, leading,
Sustained.
What, I said, what if
foundation,
anything, Your Honor?
hearsay.
What if anything is not the cure-all, it's sustained?
What, if any, difficulty do you have breathing?
Objection, leading,
What, if anything? And that does cure, Honor.
It doesn't.